Alright, well, I got the second shot of undercoating in that crevice there, as much as I can get it. You know, water's got to run on the inside of this channel and down in there, and I just want to try to keep the road salt and stuff out of there. And the only way I might be able to do that, and that's a huge job, and I can't do it unless I take the wheel off, is to put some galvanized sheet metal onto here, onto this aluminum, all the way up, fold it over, and put it into here. But I'm not going to do that. We're going to spray foam in there, but we're not going to fill it right up. We're going to just kind of like get it in there to keep the water, the sand and the salt from getting in there, and that's the main thing. Right now, I'm going to do some light sanding, and I'm going to do some more bondoing because I got some finished bondo to do here. Because this is, if you look at this, it's pretty rough. It's smooth to the touch, but not as good as it should be. It's a very hard area to work in. All right, I wasted a lot of time trying to get this wheel off and farting around with that piece of crap Husky so-called impact wrench. And I could have had this all done. I started sanding this because I got to put a finish coat on this. So I got to kind of like smooth this out a little bit and get the primer off of it so that I can put the Bondo on this, because last night the sun was going down. Here it is almost 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'll be back to the same situation again with the sun coming down, you know. And alright, I'm going to mix up some Bondo, and we'll come back on this. Alright, we're going to mix up a little bit of Bondo here. Alright, here we got Bondo mixed here. Now he cut down one of the Harbor Freight spreaders into 3 pieces so that I can get into these small areas, because I got a package of 10 anyway, so it don't matter. It's still a little awkward working. It's an very awkward area because it's like a well in here. That's the way it's made, you know. I can't seem to get it really good. Got it on the damn door already. Work with my fingers, whatever I can get in there, because I got to work fast, you know. I probably put a little bit extra hardener in this. Can't do much better than that. Starting to harden up already. Alright, let that set up. This is a very, very hard area to get at. it don't look any better than it did when I had the first coat of lightweight Bondo that I put on. This is the second coat. These lines and everything, and it's not a flat area. I can't. It's concave, and that's the way it's made to accept the hinge in that area. That's the original shape. So I'm not going to be able to get this very smooth, but hopefully after it's primed and painted you won't notice that. Like I said before, at the far away look, no, if you don't look at it too close, she looks good. I can't use a heavier grip. Maybe I'll dig it down a little bit. I'm trying to get these ridges out of here. I'm not going to try to put any more Bondo on it because it just makes myself more work. I can't get it smooth. And it's I'm going to back the camera away a little bit here. Use the air gun. Okay. Alright. Well, nothing I can do about that. I ain't going to be able to get that out. I'll take a finer sandpaper here. Should have left it. It looked better when I primed it last night than it does now, except that I got more Bondo up underneath the hinge here. There was a little gap there where I didn't cover it all with the Bondo. All I know is this is killing me. Ain't gonna get that perfect. It just can't be done in this position. I mean, if I want to spend a week or 2 weeks sanding, you might be able to get it perfect. Remember, I only got about 2 hours of daylight left, and I got to get this primed and painted.
Boy, this my butt itch.
All right. This corner here, this is very hard because it always looks like there's a hole there, but it's actually not. I just can't. I can't get it in with the spreader, and I have to take it and put it in with my fingers like putty, and it doesn't seem to work too good. I hit this area about 3 times already. So we're gonna just sand it, and we're gonna prime it, and that's gonna be it. You don't look too bad. If you do too much, I'll be down to bare metal. That's good enough. Now, what I'm going to do now is to get the, I don't know, 240, 320 paper. I got to dig it out. And we're going to hit all this with the 320 paper, including this part that I just did. And then we're going to mask this off, of course. We're going to hit this with the self-etching primer and paint it. All right, I got the 320. I got a new sheet of 320 here. And we're going to hit the primer real quick on this, but Of course, naturally we gotta take it off first. We're going to spend, off camera, I'm going to spend a little time with the 320 on this outside here. Right here. We'll do that off camera. And try to smooth that up a little bit, but I'm not going to be able to get those ridges out, those lines. There are depressions. Because I had to cut the spatula down. This isn't the one. This is the one, I guess. In order to get up in there, because I couldn't use the full width. You can't help it. There's no other way around it yet. That's it. So we're going to do that off camera. It's not much better than it was before. At least I got the Bondo all the way up in there. It's smooth, but it don't look good. I get the primer on there and get that painted. I'm going to start masking off now so that I don't get the paint where it shouldn't be. Alright, that's the best I can do. Alright, we don't want this door to close all the way here. Alright, that's just the primer. Self-etching primer, and I took the mat out. And this is the stuff I had in here, the Exo Rust, the red primer, when I did this area. Okay, that's going to conclude this particular section, and we'll have this here section to do, and the bumper and all that stuff. But what I did is I just painted, the mat goes in here so you don't see that. I just painted in through here. There's only 2 coats of the white on there, but I'm not too worried about that. We got a strong smell of paint in here, so we try to let that air out a little bit. So that's not looking too bad. That don't look too bad. Best I can do. Good morning, folks. How you doing? Well, today I want to work on this rear quarter here, but before I do that I have to take the bumper off. I'm limited on tools, but I'm very thankful that I use stainless steel bolts. They're not only stronger, but they don't rust and they're easy to get off. So when I had the garage put this on, I asked them not to put it on with an air impact so that I can get it off easy, because I don't have any deep well sockets other than a 3/8 inch. And I've got these 3/4 nuts. I've got not much leverage here on a 3/4. So I'm very limited to what tools I have. I have a lot of wrenches, but I need a longer box wrench, and I don't have it. But anyways, we're going to get started on this. This is going to be titled van rear quarter. Before we get started on this, I just want to show you, you've seen it on the last video, of the side doors, and I just want to show you that area before we get onto this. I don't have the key with me right now, but the side door, everything's done inside. This is all done, so what we got to do is this has to be sanded with the wheel and cleaned up and bondoed if necessary. So when I start on this, I have to try to get this in so that I can get this space that you see here in there. So I couldn't do nothing originally because I had the old bumper on and I was very limited to what I can do. But now I'm gonna take this bumper off, and I hope I can bang this. This is all sheet metal right down through, and you'll see it when I take the bumper off. So are you ready?